Okay, so we have what we're going to display. I keep it in a big suitcase right now as it's on wheels and it's easy to get into my markets, and yay. So what I'm going to display, I have this cute little whale for £20. Have I been saying dollars? So I'm chronically American. I try not to be. I've lived in this country for several years now, but I haven't really been leaving the house. And so now that I'm leaving the house, I'm getting better at it because I actually buy things in pounds and with pounds and all that. But pounds, just so we're clear. We have this little axolotl is one of two axolotls that did not sell. I've had this one since I came back from America. I wonder if it's because her face is a little off. I don't know. I think she's adorable. Something I like about the axolotls is that they're not actually uniform. I like that they're kind of curvy and because they're fish. I mean, they're fish. So I don't know. I did sell quite a few of them, but not this one. So I am bringing it to my market, and this is £15. I am bringing this cow to my market. This is a new cow. I sold several now. I have sold 2 of these now. This cow is £25. He's very intricate and he takes a while, so that is why. I am taking this elephant. This elephant is £39. I would lower his price, but I just can't because he takes an entire skein almost of yarn. Like, he takes a lot of yarn, and the skeins are $11.99. They're really expensive, and the time that this dude took to make. And again, I don't know if he took a long time, again, just because he was the first time I made him. But he took so much of the expensive yarn that, I don't know, I might not make him again. It depends. I think he's adorable. I get a lot of comments from him. He brings a lot of people to the shop, but he is also £39. So this one, I just lowered the price on this one. This one was really complicated to make. As you can see, there's a lot of detail work. The arms are unique, and the arms are unique on each of them. Same with the feet. It's a very shaped and molded pattern. It's a beautiful pattern. And it was not a cheap pattern, but worth it. If I haven't put the pattern up for this in the past, I will try. I'm not good at doing the patterns. Maybe I'll try and do the patterns for this. If you want the patterns, comment. If you want me to start putting the patterns on my market, everything I made for the market, or everything I have for my market, let me know in the comments. And if I get enough comments, I will do it, even though it is difficult, because this is one of the most beautiful little pandas I've ever seen. And it wasn't like an insanely expensive pattern. It just wasn't one of the ones that were like £1, okay? I think it was about £5 for this pattern. Anyway, it was really pretty and I loved it. So I did change the price though. I did have it at $45 because of how long it took and the detail work, but I have changed it to $35 for this market. At markets, things just don't sell as well at high prices. Also, I'm just getting started and I'm not losing money. I'm losing time. You know, it's like, it took me several hours to make, so we're just kind of going, well, lower the price. So I lowered the price on this one, and it is going for £35. This is another one of those that I lowered the price for because, again, it took me a while. It's not just that, though. It takes a lot of yarn, and I have to have several colors. I always take into account how many colors I have to use because that means how many I have to keep in stock. And so this one is £33, and I did have it at $43. So I took it down quite a bit. Every time I think I should raise that price and then I can keep it. Husband would be like, no, you can't keep them. You cannot keep them all, but they feel so soft. And I would, if I could, I would keep them all. These are my magic fidget rings. This is the large magic fidget ring. It is £10. This is the medium magic fidget ring. It is £8. And this is the small magic fidget ring. It is £5. You want to see what it does? It has a hole and it just comes out perpetually, forever. It's so freaking awesome. I can just sit there and go, hoo, 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 hoo. I love it. I don't love the wool that it's made with, but my kid does. That's what I make a lot of the fidgets in this yarn. It's king coal. I use king coal because it's certified, but I use a lot of the fidgets in the king coal chunky because my child prefers the texture of it, and my child is autistic. So when she wants fidgets, I make her them in that kind. I prefer fidgets in the softer things. I prefer touching the softer things, but everyone's a little different. I found people that are sensory adverse prefer the king coal wool and the regular style wools. So that's just something I've noticed. I could talk forever, y'all. Tell me to shut up. Oof. I am taking this fall mushroom, and this one is 15 pounds. It's mostly just a decor mushroom. Doesn't have a face. I am taking this manta ray. I believe the pattern calls it a stingray. It looks more like a manta ray to me. So that's what I call it, for 12 pounds. This is my pattern because I just prefer the tail. Okay, I know there are some things that I don't like making, and I found the Stegosaurus. I tried it and I didn't like making it, so I made my own, and that would be this one. So I really am not sure if I like the ridges yet either, but at least they tested, so yay. This one is 15 pounds. I may change it to 10. It was a really easy workup. This one is the other little axolotl that didn't sell. It is 15 pounds. This one is safe for babies because it has the amigurumi embroidered eyes. I am thinking of starting to make felt eyes with my Cricut. I've seen other people do it, but I'm like really nervous because what if I make these eyes and I can't get them to look right or sew them on? And I haven't really seen any tutorials on it, so I might just do it. Would you like to see that? Comment. Be like, I'm just gonna make some felt eyes and put them on stuff. It'll be awesome. We have a tie-dye turtle. This one is going for 25 pounds. A chestnut mushroom boy, yellow. This one is going for 18 pounds. This is very big. A little baby narwhal who doesn't have a price tag. Well then, we'll put him over here. I'm pretty sure he's going for 10. His little baby is little. Just saying. He doesn't have a price tag though. So I have to look up my price sheet, look up what he is. Can't believe it didn't have a price tag. Okay, so this is itty bitty snail. I like garden creatures. They are priced at 16 pounds. They are very intricate. They have many colors. And I love them. Look how cute they are. They're so cute. I have my little bitty octopuses. They are 10 pounds. I have quite a few itty bitty octopuses. Some have really big eyes. Story about that. Most of the time, I didn't use the size eye. I ran out of eyes, so I used whatever eyes I could because I needed to have some in stock. I now absolutely hate this eye because it's too big. I don't know. But I'm hoping that somebody will really like a big-eyed octopi. Not all of them are like that, but yeah, I ran out of eyes. And then I have some, like this one, that have very little eyes. And I swear this looks like an ice cream. It's like a little ice cream. Jellyfish. I should put little things under it and make it a jellyfish. This one is 9 pounds. I have all of my leggy frogs, and I do have a lot of different leggy frogs. I'll pop a few more out later, but leggy frogs for 10 pounds. I just started an Etsy shop. I don't really like Etsy. I prefer my Made Me shop, but I haven't made any sales through that. I like the Made Me because it's one price for all year, but you have to drive your own traffic, and I'm just not that popular yet. So when I become more popular, I hope to see more traffic on the Made Me site. But for the meantime, I am grabbing some Etsy views, as it were, to see if I can't get some sales that way. I want to try and be getting sales from several different directions. That way I can have several streams of income and maybe make it more of an income. But we shall see. I made the maple chicken pattern. I have several maple chickens, many different colors. I have one more that is almost finished. And you know what's funny? The maple chickens don't have prices on them, so I'm going to have to go and put price tags on those. I think I just tossed some things in and forgot to price them. So I feel silly, but I'm fairly certain that the maple chickens are going to be $15. They are really cute. Based on size, time, all that. But again, I will have to double check. They may be 13. Have to double check my paperwork. So then I have a little mushroom baby, little mushroom boy made of Signet. He's softer. Signet is softer. The Signet jelly baby is a lot softer than the Bernat blanket. It's really nice. Anyway, this one is 15 pounds. See my little bee? This one is 10 pounds. This is the small bee. I only have one of him right now because, ironically, the medium bees are better sellers than my small bees. I don't actually have a medium bee to show you because I just sold 3. So this is the large bee that I have. And this large bee is 18 pound. Can you see the, I'll show you this difference. See how the difference in size is? It's quite comparable. So this is an extra large bee. I don't usually make these ones in this yarn anymore. It does pass, but barely. And so I've started making these into my large bees with this yarn. And I make my extra large bees in the Bernat, which is still a little bit bigger. So this one is 23, this one is 25. Buzzy, buzzy, buzzy bees. I love the bees. I really love how the Bernat ones turn out. I am going to be changing the color. This one is a sparkle yellow. I'm going to be changing it to a buttercup, I believe, because the sparkle yellow is discontinued. Then it has this stingray. The stingray is 12 pounds. Has a possum. The possum is 15. The possum doesn't have a tag. I don't know why the possum doesn't have a tag, because I'm a bad child. Okay, so this zombie, it is a zombie bee, is 18 pound, and I'm just getting festive and getting ready for a little Halloween. I'm gonna have a few things. I'm gonna make a witch. I'll make a witchy turtle to go with some of this. I do have my, let me make a witchy turtle. This is a Bloody Octo. It's adorable. Bloody Octo is 10 pound. I don't know why I keep putting things over there. This is my Highland Cow. He is 25 pound. He could be a she. I don't know. I'm bad with genders. They. It's a stuffed animal. I'm so bad. Okay, so I say this, and people may or may not understand, and I'm very supportive. My oldest child, my bonus child, is transgender, and I struggle really hard with she, him, they, them. A lot of their friends are transgender. I struggle with it not because I'm not trying, but because I always have struggled with gender. Even when I was little, I used to call people he or she that were perhaps not he or she. So much do I struggle with it that my children actually caught that from me. My son called everybody he and she randomly. Like, my sister was he how is him? You know, it was just so bad. I'm just so bad with language. And it's something that, you know, and so when I say I struggle with it and I've got these little creatures, I don't mean to be so stuck on it, but it is something that worries me because I don't want to hurt my child, my bonus child's feelings because of my inadequacies. How's that for weird? So I have this little sunflower turtle. This little sunflower turtle is 20 pounds. It's very complicated and has many colors. It has this pumpkin turtle. It's 25 pounds. Also complicated. A little bit bigger than the sunflower turtle, but very cute. It's not so cute. I'm so cute. No prices again. This one's 10. This is an otter. I remember now. This is a little otter. I don't know why. I must not have tagged quite a few of these. This is a little hedgehog. This hedgehog is 10. This otter is 10. This is a little koala. They are 10. It has my little leggy frogs. These are 8 pounds. The others. I actually have one of these and 2 of these almost made. So this is a really nice color. I think I've mentioned it. It's malachite. I really like it. So this one is 10 pounds. A little leggy frog. This is a baby axolotl. This one is 8 pounds. One of my tie-dye mushroom boys, 18 pounds. This is one of my... This is a Dwaddleosaurus. It's the small dino. That's the pattern. And it is 15 pounds. Another leggy frog. This is my pattern, again, because I couldn't stand the pattern everybody else uses, so I had to make my own. It is a Triceratops. The biggest difference is the tail. Is it not cute? Yes. This is a sparkly girl one. And then I has a lovely blue one. And this one is, like I said, these are 10 pounds. I need a mouth on this. This is 15. See, it's a good thing I'm going through here because I could have made all these mistakes and been, oh well, at the market, right? This is a cute little heart friend at 10 pounds. A big turtle for 25 pounds. A big sunflower turtle. A duck in a dino costume for 15 pounds. I have a 10 pound pumpkin. And a 5 pound pumpkin. Oh, that one says 6 pounds. 6 pounds. I thought it was 5 pounds. And then we have right here a 15 pound little baby penguin. That one's a very popular one. We have a mushroom cow, which apparently didn't get tagged either. He's 25. I'm starting to be very cranky with myself. Of course, on the plus side, something you may not know, I do keep tags in my container, in my little container I showed you, with my displays in it because of this issue. Sometimes I just forget to tag stuff. And because I use Cameron's Cute Creations calculator, I bought that. It has a product log on it and I can see what price it is and what the SQ is and I can look at it up on my phone. It's really great. I have 3 little Chip Cheeps. I'm thinking I'm going to put them with the little chickens. I'm thinking of making the Mabel chicken a little bit bigger. I think I've mentioned that. The Chip Cheeps are 7 pounds. Now I have this cute little ghost for 10 pounds. He's a cricket. The cricket little ghost. Another leggy frog. I have this lovely butterfly for 20 pounds. I have an adorable pig with really big eyes for £10. I have this lovely brown cow for £25. And this cute little penguin for 20. So that is what I have on display at my market. See you in a minute. Hi everybody. It is now Monday, so it's been a couple of days since the market. I never get to recording, and then right after, and I don't usually record during. I did a little tiny bit, which you will see right now. Whew, it is warm today, so we are here at the Artists and Makers Fair. I'm really excited, actually. I've been waiting for this one forever, and I am soaked, so ignore me. But I wanted to show you my display and, you know, just add a little bit of the market. My husband is chronically British, so he doesn't want me to record much during this because he's like, you are drawing attention to yourself. But I am going to show a little. This is the display. Oh, why is my camera being so weird? There we go. Oh, it's the window. You're all right. There we go. I'm really excited for today. I've got to finish getting finishing touches, but woohoo! That's about all that I recorded at the market. I would have liked to do more, but my social anxiety is still at a level where I cannot record in public. It's just so hard. Even what I did, I felt scared and uncomfortable, and, you know, my neighbor was like, you know, look at me, y'all. I was like, ah. So I don't love recording in markets. Maybe when I get a little bit more confident, I will do it more. But, you know, you got to see my setup. What'd you think? Give us a comment. I really did enjoy this market. I did really well. I'm going to let you know what I sold and kind of go through that. My husband was pretty happy about today, so, you know, that the levels of happiness of husband is increasing for being the carry slave. He didn't mind. So what I sold 3 of my mom's cards. Now, something that I'm not sure I've talked much about is that my mother-in-law is housebound, and she makes these beautiful cards. It's one of her Etsy businesses, and she does really well on Etsy. So I'm really proud of her. I think she does amazing, and I try and take some of her things with me when we go to markets to see if we can't make a little bit for her. She sold 3 cards for a total of £7. So I think one was $3.50. I'm not sure. I can't remember the exact prices, though. Next time maybe I'll pay a little more attention. We sold 3 of Mom's cards. I sold 3 Leggy Frog keychains at £5 each. I sold 2 Leggy Frogs at £8 each. I've got my little screen over here. I sold a special order green penguin, and he's adorable. I posted him as my story yesterday. He's just so cute. A large pumpkin of the special order green. I sold the green penguin was £15. I sold a large pumpkin for £15, a triceratops for $10, 1 mushroom boy for $18, 1 whale keychain for $5, and 1 baby axolotl for £10. I had one thing about this market, the vendor fee is a little higher, but the feeling of the market was amazing. It was a really relaxed market. There was not a lot of foot traffic, but the people that came knew they were coming to get handmade. They knew what they were paying for, and they were awesome about it. So I really enjoyed that. I thought that the atmosphere was great, and I was really happy with what I made. I've been to other markets where I felt less good and made less, so I did enjoy it. I am going to do it one more time to see how I feel about it, but I've got a lot of other markets coming up, so I may not do it as often. I might just kind of fit it in because there's a lot of really high foot traffic markets that I'd like to try. So many that I want to try this year. And I know everyone's like, you should go to the market and see what it's like as a buyer. And you should. But getting to markets is hard for me. And I usually have to bribe my husband to go on his days off, and it's hard to bribe him to go on his days off to a craft fair when we're not getting anything out of it. So sometimes it's worth just putting up the fee and going and just seeing if I like it. I know that that's a little strange, but to each their own. It works for me. I would suggest you check the market out, because then you know. But if you like living on that fine edge of anxiety, where you're not sure how things are going to go, and that is what motivates you, maybe keep to it. I don't know. I wish I had a driver's license here, but because of my seizures, I am now reliant on other people, and it's really, really hard. So, that's what I sold. That's how my market went. It was a great market. I really enjoyed it. I had a few issues that I didn't expect to have, and I didn't know what to do about. So in the UK, to sell your toys, you have to do all this testing. And I have done a lot of testing, my friend. Like, a lot. I have tested all of my patterns. I have lit them on fire. I have beat them apart. I have pulled them with weights. I have done all the things. And it's exhausting. It takes a lot of time, and it costs me a lot of money. So at this market, the one thing I disliked was that there were two other people selling crochet amigurumi. Neither of them were exclusively selling amigurumi. It was kind of a hodgepodge or an addition to their big mini craft things. But it was difficult because I could tell they didn't have signage. They weren't tested. And I didn't know what to say. I did end up talking to both of them at one point about testing. One person was very positive about it, didn't know. The other person was not very positive or very nice about it. So, I just didn't know how to handle it because it is a law. So on one hand, I was like, ooh. One of my friends suggested I write a letter to the vendor and let them know, so that, because maybe they are not aware that this is a thing that must be done. I'm not really sure, but we are probably going to write that letter just to be like, hey, just in case you didn't know, this is a thing. It's a law, and you should know that when people ask to vend. But on the other hand, I wouldn't know what to do. I'm so socially awkward. It was so difficult to just even be like, and it was a little disheartening because here I am charging more than both people. But I also made a significant investment in testing and a significant investment in, what I'm doing and my yarns and my materials. My materials cost more because I have to source them from specific locations. And so it was a little bit difficult, and I didn't. Okay. That was a little difficult, and I didn't really know how to handle it. I think I did okay. I did have a talk with the one that was receptive about it and how to do it, and how it's not as scary as you think. It's a little bit of hard work, but if you're only doing 2 or 3 patterns, that's fine. I say 200. I did a lot, almost 200 in 3 days. I did have 3 people doing it with me, and we did. It was an immense project. Would not do again. Not the way that I did it. I would definitely stick to maybe 5. Like, I'm going to test today. I'm going to do 5. And that's it. Because then it would not have been such a horrific and hard experience. But, even being hard and being what it was. And a lot of that was hard because of my physical challenges. I had to have people come and help me because I couldn't lift I cannot repetitively lift 7.2 kilograms, let alone 9.6 kilograms. So, and there are different weights on there and different things you have to do, and it's very difficult for someone that has the issues that I do and the physical endurance that I have. So, I don't know, it was just kind of disheartening to see that I had to compete with people that were pricing lower because they didn't have to do those things, although they did have to do them, they just chose not to. And then the other part of it was just kind of difficult because, there were other people there. I was like, oh, there's 2 other amigurumi sellers. Whew, competition. On the plus side, and I know this sounds a little bad, but mine were better in quality, which, again, I work really hard on my quality, and I have been crocheting since I was 8. Neither of them have been doing it as long as me. Quality is something that you get with practice. And I did make a lot of sales, so obviously I'm doing something right? Right, yeah. But now I feel conceited. I'm not conceited, I'm convinced. No, mine are really nice. I like my amigurumi. Sometimes I make mistakes. I try not to. Everybody makes mistakes. Practice makes perfect. And we're moving on. So I really appreciate you coming today, watching my very long video, because this is one of many, many, many parts of market prepping. And watching my very long video, because this is one of, I did all what I took to market, and now you know what I took, what I charged for those things, and what I sold. I'm not sure if I actually ended up telling you what the vendor fee was because I went on a tangent. So the vendor fee was £40, which is high for a vendor fee. I mean, it's not, but it is. It depends. Sometimes you can do a market for 20, sometimes you can do a market for 40. You get what you pay for it. The organizers of this event were amazing. It was a very nice setting. I very much enjoyed it. And the people, like I said, the people that came, they were quality customers. They knew what they were coming for. They weren't just wandering in off the street going, ooh, this is fun to just stare at. They were people in the craft community that wanted to be supportive and things. So that was really nice. And, the decorations were wonderful. There was free coffee, which was amazing. Like, everything they did, it was a really good show. And like I said, I don't think that it's not like everybody was kind of doing a little bit of a hodgepodge. It was a great feeling. I mean, if you came into the fair, it was great, and I enjoyed it a lot. So I don't feel that the vendor fee was, I feel the vendor fee was worth it. And like I said, I'm going to go again. But, I can't really say whether £40 is too much of an investment for you to make for that amount of sales. As you get there and as you make experience and you say, okay, well, I did these sales, and then compared to what I sold at the store, it's not very much. But if you look at it compared to one day of work, it wasn't bad. And that's how I have to look at it, because I've already done everything else and it was good. And I really enjoyed the social experience of it. So, if you liked this video and you have made it this far, thank you. Please like, subscribe, shoot us a comment about what you thought was interesting or what you think I should do about the UKCA toy incident. And thank you for watching to the end. Please watch something else, because I hope you will enjoy it. I think that my best ones are what I made in July right now, and selling at a store. I will be doing a store market update, so because I finally got everything all taken care of, and spoiler alert, I made more than I thought I did. And not because I didn't write my inventory down right. It's because I didn't realize that I didn't get charged as much as I thought I was going to be. So it was a really happy surprise. Thank you so much again. Bye.